In the world of powerful women, two distinct archetypes emerge: the alpha and the sigma. While alphas command attention with their boldness and charisma, sigmas thrive in their independence and quiet confidence. But what happens when these two forces collide? As alphas navigate social circles, they often find themselves feeling overshadowed by the sigma's effortless allure. This tension can spark rivalry and animosity, creating an intricate dance of power dynamics. What drives this competition? And how do these contrasting styles influence their interactions? The answers may reveal surprising truths about strength, ambition, and the complexities of female relationships. 1. Independence vs. codependence. The relationship between alpha and sigma females is often characterized by a stark contrast in their approaches to independence and social dynamics. Sigma females are celebrated for their self-sufficiency and autonomy, often thriving in solitude without the need for external validation. This independence allows them to operate effectively on their own terms, making decisions based on personal conviction rather than societal expectations. They possess a unique ability to navigate life with a sense of inner strength and resilience, often described as a lone wolf mentality. This solitary nature is not born out of loneliness, but rather a deliberate choice for self-discovery and personal growth. Sigma females find fulfillment in their own achievements and do not rely on others for affirmation or support, which empowers them to pursue their goals with unwavering determination. In contrast, alpha females typically thrive in social settings where they can assert their leadership and gain validation from their peers. They are often seen as the charismatic leaders of their groups, relying heavily on their social circles for affirmation and success. This codependence can lead to a sense of insecurity when faced with the self-reliance of sigma females. Alpha females often surround themselves with supporters or yes-men who bolster their confidence and help them maintain their status within a group. While this can create an environment of collaboration, it also means that alpha females may struggle when stripped of their social support, revealing vulnerabilities that sigma females do not experience due to their independent nature. The reliance that alpha females have on external validation can foster feelings of resentment towards sigma females. When alphas encounter sigma females who seem unfazed by the need for social approval, it can trigger insecurities about their own self-worth and capabilities. This dynamic creates an underlying tension between the two archetypes, as alpha females may perceive sigma's independence as a threat to their status or influence within social hierarchies. Furthermore, the unpredictability of sigma females who do not conform to traditional social norms can be disconcerting for alphas, who often thrive on predictability and control in their interactions. The differences in how these two archetypes approach challenges further accentuate the divide. Sigma females tend to embrace challenges as opportunities for personal growth, often pushing themselves beyond limits without seeking external acknowledgement. On the other hand, alpha females may feel compelled to showcase their achievements publicly, which can lead to a competitive atmosphere where they feel pressured to outperform others, including sigma females. This competitive nature can exacerbate feelings of animosity as both archetypes vie for recognition in different ways. The interplay between independence and codependence defines the complex relationship between alpha and sigma females. Their contrasting approaches to success, validation, and social interaction create a landscape ripe for misunderstanding and conflict. Understanding these dynamics can shed light on why alpha females may harbor negative feelings towards sigma females, as each navigates the world through fundamentally different lenses of strength and self-worth. 2. Different social strategies. The social strategies employed by alpha and sigma females highlight a fundamental divergence in their approaches to interaction and leadership. Alpha females are often seen as the charismatic leaders of their social groups, thriving in environments where they can assert their influence and rally support from others. Their confidence is palpable; they possess a strong presence that commands attention and respect. This ability to dominate group dynamics allows them to establish themselves as the go-to person for guidance and decision-making. They excel at creating a cohesive team atmosphere, leveraging their charisma to inspire those around them. This leadership style is characterized by a proactive approach to challenges, where alpha females are not afraid to take charge, set objectives, and navigate obstacles head-on. Their reliance on social validation can sometimes lead them to seek out affirmation from their peers, creating a network of support that bolsters their self-assurance. In stark contrast, Sigma females operate on an entirely different wavelength. They are often perceived as solitary figures who prefer introspection over social engagement. Unlike alphas, Sigma females do not seek the spotlight. Instead, they find strength in their independence and self-reliance. This preference for solitude can make them appear aloof or unapproachable to alpha females, who thrive on social interaction and connection. Sigma females often engage in self-discovery and personal growth without the need for external validation, allowing them to cultivate a deep sense of self-awareness. Their unique approach to challenges involves introspection and independent problem-solving, rather than rallying a team for support. The differences in these social strategies can lead to misunderstandings between alpha and Sigma females. Alpha females may misinterpret the Sigma's independence as disinterest or arrogance, while Sigma females might view the alpha's need for social approval as superficial or needy. This disconnect can create tension in environments where both archetypes coexist, such as workplaces or social circles. Alphas may feel threatened by the Sigma's quiet confidence and ability to navigate life without relying on others, leading to feelings of resentment or competition. Conversely, Sigma females might feel overwhelmed by the alpha's assertiveness and need for validation, prompting them to withdraw further into their solitary nature. The contrasting styles of leadership can impact collaborative efforts. In team settings, alpha females often excel at motivating others and establishing a clear direction for group efforts. However, this reliance on teamwork can also expose vulnerabilities when faced with challenges that require individual initiative, something that Sigma females navigate with ease due to their self-sufficient nature. While alphas may struggle without their support systems, Sigma females thrive independently, often producing innovative ideas and solutions without needing external affirmation. This fundamental difference in social strategies not only shapes how each archetype interacts with others, but also influences their perceptions of one another. The alpha female's need for group cohesion contrasts sharply with the Sigma female's preference for autonomy, setting the stage for potential conflict rooted in misunderstanding rather than malice. Understanding these differences is crucial for fostering better relationships between these two powerful archetypes, as each brings unique strengths and perspectives to the table that can enrich their interactions if approached with mutual respect and understanding. 3. Perceived threat. The perceived threat that Sigma females pose to alpha females stems from their unique qualities, which include emotional resilience, intelligence, and an ability to navigate social situations independently. Sigma females often operate outside the traditional social hierarchies, making them enigmatic figures who do not conform to expected behaviors. This independence can be intimidating to alpha females, who thrive on social validation and group dynamics. The Sigma's self-sufficiency and refusal to seek approval from others can evoke feelings of insecurity in alphas, as they may feel overshadowed by the Sigma's capabilities. This intimidation can manifest in various ways, including hostility or dislike, as alphas may view Sigma females as direct competitors in their quest for recognition and influence. The emotional resilience exhibited by Sigma females is particularly noteworthy. They possess a strong inner fortitude that allows them to handle challenges with grace and poise. This quality can be perceived as a threat by alpha females, who often rely on their social networks for support during difficult times. The Sigma's ability to remain composed and self-reliant in the face of adversity can lead alphas to question their own strengths and coping mechanisms. Moreover, Sigma females are adept at reading social cues and understanding human motivations, which gives them a strategic advantage in various situations. This keen insight can further intimidate alpha females, who may feel that their own leadership skills are being undermined or challenged. Sigma females often challenge the status quo by questioning established norms and expectations. This rebellious spirit can disrupt the typical power dynamics that alpha females are accustomed to navigating. While alphas prefer to assert their dominance within their social circles, Sigma females tend to forge their own paths without seeking permission or validation from others. This independence not only makes them unpredictable, but also positions them as potential disruptors of the established order, which can be unsettling for alphas who thrive on control and predictability. The contrast in how these two archetypes approach relationships further amplifies the perceived threat. Alpha females often cultivate large social networks and rely on these connections for affirmation and support. In contrast, Sigma females are more selective about their relationships, often choosing quality over quantity. This selectiveness can create an aura of mystery around sigma females, making them appear distant or unapproachable to alphas. The fear of rejection or being outshined can lead alpha females to harbor negative feelings towards sigma females, viewing them as rivals rather than potential allies. The sigma female's ability to maintain control while operating invisibly adds another layer of complexity to this dynamic. They often prefer to work behind the scenes, allowing their actions and ideas to speak for themselves rather than seeking attention or accolades. This subtlety can be perceived as a form of manipulation by alpha females, who might see it as a challenge to their more overtly assertive style of leadership. As a result, the interplay between these two archetypes becomes fraught with tension, driven by misunderstandings and misinterpretations of each other's intentions. The perceived threat that sigma females pose to alpha females is rooted in a combination of emotional resilience, independence, and a willingness to challenge societal norms. These qualities can evoke feelings of insecurity and hostility among alpha females, leading to a complex relationship characterized by competition and misunderstanding. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for fostering healthier interactions between these two powerful archetypes in various social settings. 4. Predictability vs. unpredictability. The contrast between predictability and unpredictability is a defining characteristic in the dynamics between alpha and sigma females. Alpha females often exhibit behaviors that are highly predictable, driven by their need for social approval and a desire for novelty. They thrive in group settings, seeking attention and validation from their peers. This predictability stems from their extroverted nature. They are energized by social interactions and often take on leadership roles within their circles. Their confidence allows them to set trends and establish norms, making them central figures in any social gathering. However, this reliance on external validation can make them vulnerable, as their happiness is often tied to the reactions of others. They tend to engage in activities that provide immediate gratification, such as parties or social events, which can lead to a repetitive cycle of behavior that is easy for others to anticipate. In stark contrast, sigma females are perceived as unpredictable and elusive. They operate outside traditional social hierarchies, often choosing solitude over the company of others. This independence allows them to navigate social situations without the need for approval or recognition, making them difficult to read or understand. Sigma females are not bound by the expectations that often govern alpha females. They do not conform to societal norms and instead forge their own paths. This unpredictability can frustrate alpha females, who prefer clear social dynamics where they can assert their influence and control. The sigma's ability to remain detached from group dynamics makes it challenging for alphas to manipulate or dominate them, which can lead to feelings of animosity. The unpredictability of sigma females is not merely a matter of being elusive, it is also rooted in their strategic thinking and introspective nature. They are adept at reading people and situations, often relying on intuition rather than social cues or gossip. This ability allows them to navigate complex social landscapes with ease, while maintaining a certain level of mystery about themselves. Unlike alpha females, who may be driven by a desire for connection and approval, sigma females prioritize their autonomy and self-discovery. This difference in priorities can create tension between the two archetypes, as alpha females may perceive sigma's independence as a challenge to their authority. The unpredictability of sigma females can evoke insecurity in alpha females. When faced with someone who does not conform to expected behaviors or who operates independently, alphas may feel threatened or outmatched. This feeling can manifest as hostility or competition, as alphas strive to maintain their status within social hierarchies that sigma females seem to navigate effortlessly. The inability to predict sigma's actions or reactions can lead alphas to question their own strategies and effectiveness in social situations. The interplay between predictability and unpredictability shapes the relationship between alpha and sigma females. While alpha females thrive on structure and social validation, sigma females embrace freedom and autonomy. This fundamental difference creates a dynamic where misunderstandings can arise, leading to conflict rather than collaboration. The challenge lies in reconciling these contrasting approaches to social interaction while recognizing the strengths each archetype brings to the table. 5. Social comparison. In competitive environments, such as workplaces or social circles, The phenomenon of social comparison plays a significant role in shaping the dynamics between alpha and sigma females. Alpha females, often characterized by their assertiveness and leadership qualities, may view sigma females as rivals due to the unique strengths and abilities that sigmas bring to the table. This rivalry can stem from the fact that sigma females possess a quiet confidence and independence that can overshadow the more extroverted and socially reliant nature of alpha females. As alphas strive to maintain their status and assert their influence within their social groups, they may feel threatened by the sigma's ability to navigate challenges with ease and self-sufficiency. The competitive nature of social comparison can lead to negative feelings among alpha females, who might perceive sigma females as a direct challenge to their authority and accomplishments. In environments where recognition and success are often tied to visibility and social validation, the sigma's preference for autonomy can create an unsettling dynamic. Alphas rely on their social networks for support and affirmation, making them vulnerable when faced with someone who operates independently without seeking external approval. This contrast can evoke feelings of inadequacy in alphas, prompting them to question their own capabilities and worth in comparison to the sigma's seemingly effortless approach to success. This rivalry is exacerbated by the differing ways in which these two archetypes achieve their goals. Alpha females often excel in collaborative settings where they can rally support and motivate others toward a common objective. Their ability to lead teams effectively is a significant asset, allowing them to claim credit for group achievements. However, when faced with sigma females who thrive on individualism and creativity, alphas may feel overshadowed or unappreciated for their contributions. This sense of being eclipsed can lead to resentment, as alphas grapple with the fear of losing their status or recognition within their circles. The unique qualities of sigma females, such as emotional resilience, strategic thinking, and innovative problem-solving, can further intensify feelings of rivalry among alpha females. Sigmas often challenge conventional norms and offer fresh perspectives that can disrupt established dynamics. This willingness to question the status quo not only positions them as formidable competitors, but also highlights potential weaknesses in alpha leadership styles that rely heavily on conformity and group cohesion. The resulting tension can create a cycle of comparison where alphas feel compelled to prove themselves against the backdrop of sigma's distinct strengths. This social comparison can lead to a misinterpretation of intentions between the two archetypes. While alpha females may view sigma's independence as aloofness or disregard for teamwork, sigma females might see alpha's assertiveness as overbearing or controlling. These misunderstandings can foster an environment ripe for conflict rather than collaboration. Instead of recognizing each other's strengths and potential for synergy, both archetypes may become entrenched in a mindset of competition that undermines their respective abilities. In essence, the interplay of social comparison between alpha and sigma females reveals a complex landscape shaped by rivalry, insecurity, and misunderstanding. As each archetype navigates their unique paths toward success, they must confront the challenges posed by their differences while striving for recognition in environments that often reward visibility over substance. This dynamic not only impacts individual relationships, but also influences broader social interactions within various contexts where women seek empowerment and validation.